really hope that we are prepared to do what we must to get this type of prospect. Because welcome back to another episode of Sip and Scout. My name is Marquise Cheney. And on today's episode, we're going to be looking at my favorite prospect ever. Favorite player, favorite person. I mean, I just love me some Travis Hunter, man. I admit, man, I'm a huge Travis Hunter fan. Just love him as a player, person, just as a young man for multiple reasons, right? He's an incredible athlete. He's an incredible person, but he also attended an incredible high school, which was Collinsville High School. You know, a school I was lucky enough to attend, and man, he's just put on for the city in so many different ways, and he's represented Georgia. He's represented Swanee so well. So, like I said, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I thought it was only right. We do this scouting report now. I mean, we all know the name, we all know how talented he is, but he's one of my favorite prospects looking ahead to that 2025 draft. A player I hope the Falcons, are keeping an eye on. To me, he's going to be one of the better players that you could possibly get in next year's draft, regardless of how he produces this season. So, like I said, I thought it would be fun to just jump into it, man. But when you talk about versatility, it gets no better. I mean, Travis Hunter actually won the award last year in college football as the most versatile player. Talking about a guy that finished the season with 57 catches, 721 yards, and 5 touchdowns as a wide receiver. He also finished the season with 3 interceptions. He has 5 interceptions combined for his career. He has 9 touchdowns combined in his time from Jackson State in Colorado. And we have to remember, this is with him missing 3 games last season. He really missed 3.5 games. So again, when we talk about versatility, I don't think there is no one else that is in his league. I mean, we literally can look at the stats and see it. Like I said, he missed 3.5 games last season, and he still finished with the most snaps in college football last season. And that's missing 3 games. He still played more than any other player. His first game at Colorado, his debut, he played 147 snaps. So, again, not only is he versatile, but he's extremely tough. He's extremely durable, even though he did miss some games this season. And like I said, he's just a flat out baller, man. He's a flat out baller. So I'm gonna let y'all know now we're gonna go to the similar route, just a reaction video, a blind reaction. We're gonna pull up some tape from his time at Colorado. We're gonna look at his game against Arizona. We're gonna look at him as a DB, and we're gonna look at all his targets as a wide receiver. So this should be a fun one. I'm not gonna hold you up too much, but I think this is what we have to do. Like I said, as a Falcons fan, I'm peeking ahead to that 2025 draft. And as of now, the Falcons could still use a cornerback. The Falcons could still use a wide receiver. And I really hope that we are prepared to do what we must to get this type of prospect because I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. So let's get this pulled up. Let's look at him as a wide receiver first because if you ask me, I think Travis Hunter is a better wide receiver than he is a cornerback. Now, if you ask Travis Hunter, you say, Travis, what's your favorite position? He'll say defense. He loves playing corner. If you look at a lot of different places on the internet, he's listed as a corner. Now, Colorado, they list him as an athlete, but I think he may get drafted as a corner. We're talking about a guy that's 6'1". He's 185 right now. That would be one of the smaller wide receivers in the league. Um, but still, I mean, at this time at Collins Hill, I should say this every time I watch him play. And I still say this when I watch him now. He has the best ball skills I've ever seen in my life. Travis Hunter can track a ball and high pointed like no other player. It's like he's playing basketball and he's going up and getting a rebound, but it's like he's playing with kids. He's like he's playing with babies where he could just easily always jump up and he just sees the ball way faster than other players. So again, I think that this is his best position. So I think it's only right we start here. He's able to showcase this with Shador, which is super dope for them, man. This is super dope that he's in a situation where he can play both. He's with a coach that he encourages him to go out there and make plays. And as we can see, man, he has the straight line speed. He has the agility. He's just an elite athlete. So when he is going up against corners, it's no easy matchup. Even though you would think he'd be tired, they run every route with this guy. He runs across the middle, but his speed and these jump ball situations is something he excels at. And I think even if he does get drafted as a corner, a team would be silly not to feature him on offense. And it's because of plays that we just saw here. Runs right past the corner. If it's a better ball, this is a touchdown. I mean, it's that simple. We see him frustrated. He's a baller, man. Like he wants to get in the end zone. He wants to impact plays. And again, when we talk about his ability as a wide receiver, we can't overlook what he did at Collins Hill. He finished his college, or excuse me, his high school career at Collins Hill with 272 catches, just under 4,000 yards, and 48 touchdowns. That 48 touchdowns is the most in Georgia history. So again, I think this is his best position. Um, I truly do, but I feel like he's going to be he's a lock for a top 10 pick as a corner. And that's something we'll keep an eye out later on the show. As you see here, nice out route. One thing's for sure, if you get him in the middle of the field, you have him matched up with the third corner, you have him matched up with safeties, linebackers, he's going to eat them up. His IQ is too high. And a simple out route like that, that's easy money for him, man. That's easy money for him and Shador. As you see here, looks like he's on a safety. I mean, that's easy money, man. That's easy. So they're just like a simple curl route. You know, the guy has to respect his speed. He's playing 7 yards back. Kind of shows him that, he will run past you, but he sits down, gets your door a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion. As we see on that play, Shador stared him down the whole play. Because again, he knows just like everyone else knows. Travis Hunter in the slot is easy money. Easy money. Again, it looks like they were running some zone. And again, that's the benefit of having a guy like Travis Hunter on your team, or just any smart type of slot wide receiver, right? They're not gonna run routes right into coverage. You saw that him and Shador were on the same page, and they were gonna find a way to complete that pass on that play. So again, I think this is his best position. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think he could be a top 15 pick as of today as a wide receiver. I think he'll be a top 10 pick as a corner. So I mean, you add that up, I mean, that's almost equaling top 3 pick in the draft. He's that good. Bad throw, underthrown, but you still see his ability to find that ball. He lined up inside. Looks like it's like a delayed type of fade. Look like they try to run some type of pick. That was a great play, especially with Travis Hunter being the guy that, benefits off of that pick route. But again, with that pressure, the pressure initially it looked like Yeah, he had a little pressure, couldn't step into the throw. You know, that should have been an easy completion, but it looks like he still was able to get the flag. Um, Again, I can't stress enough, man. This is this is something we've never seen before from a player. This is something we've never seen before. I'm confident in that. Another deep shot. He's tearing number 7 up. I don't know if that's a safety or not, but they got to get 7 off him. He can't be a safety lining up with him. Free release. I mean, it's eating him up, man. Again, we see it again there. He's going to sit into that little pocket, man. So y'all let me know, how do y'all feel about Travis Hunter as a wide receiver? Do you think he's a better wide receiver, better DB? To me, this should be real easy for y'all to answer, man. It should be real easy. But we're gonna look at his DB film because again, this is his favorite position. This is a big reason why he went to Jackson State. This is a big reason why he's playing with Deion Sanders, is for the opportunity to learn from one of the best corners of all time. I think he's been learning. We're gonna see. Um, I never, I don't think I watched this game live. I definitely didn't watch this game live. I don't know I don't know what's about to happen, on this side of the field, but I'm confident he's gonna make some plays, man. I'm confident. So looks like they're in some type of man. He could be bluffing, but you see the confidence, man, up in the guy's face. He's trusting his athleticism. Looks like it's a cover too. Yeah, and I think it's safe to say he's definitely the best at covering the flats in probably ever. Again, I know I'm exaggerating. I know this may seem crazy. It's gonna all make sense in a couple years. But his ability to cover the flats and then still get back and cover the deep third is is special, man. Everybody that watched the film, everybody that knows, he's different, bro. But we just saw a little bit of it there. His awareness there, he understood his responsibility, still understood his responsibility. That's just a great play from the wide receiver quarterback. He was in great position. Again, it look like they're staying in that cover two. They look like cover three. Yeah, this looks like some type of, or that could have been cover one. Which means everyone's going to be lined up against their man. That safety's going to have the middle of the field. That's what it looks like. Nowadays teams are so in and out of cover three, cover one, but it looks like they're in cover one a lot so far. One thing's for sure. One thing's for sure is that ooh, oh my lord. See, that is different. That is different. Looks like they're in some type of cover three. Yes, his man trying to run this little zig route. It's actually a solid route. If the quarterback would have hit him, that would have been a touchdown. Even though he recovered, he really did recover. But you see, that's a lot of real estate. I think a better quarterback would have took advantage of that. And even this man is open. Oh my gosh, for him to recover on this was crazy and almost get the interception. That's wild. See him here again, matched up 1-on-1. You see, he kind of try to bait the quarterback into throwing it. So that shows you, man. He's confident in his athletic ability. That's one thing that worries me. If you do draft him as a corner, he's currently listed at 6'1", 185. I think it's safe to say he's gonna bulk up a lot more, you know, until now, until the 2025 draft. But that is something to worry about with a lot of corners is their ability to tackle, their ability to take on blockers. And it's hard to evaluate now because he just plays so much. You don't know about fatigue. You just don't know. And maybe that's something we'll see this season is that they will feature him more in one role so we can really get the most out of him, especially now that they should have a better team around him. So again, that is definitely a weakness. We're looking at Travis Hunter is the fact that he's 6'1", he's 185, man. You know, team a smart team would take advantage of that, run his way, just get him bruised up, man. You see him 1-on-1, they testing him. Looks like they could have easily called pass interference there, like he tucked him a little bit. Yeah, they missed that one. They missed that one, but he definitely got beat on that play. Um, that was great play design. And again, that's what I mean when I say, attack him, wear on him. He's one of those corners you might attack, you might attack. And again, it goes back to my original point where I was saying I truly think he's just better at wide receiver. He's just so electric that you might get the most out of him on that side. But again, you ask Travis Hunter, he wants to play corner. He wants to play every snap on defense. It was another route. Could have been attacked. That was a great break. Like he undercut it a little bit too much. He underestimated the quarterback's ability. Quarterback put it right where it needed to be. That was a great throw. That was a great throw. You see there the effort, not giving up. Let's see if he makes it up for him. Oh wow. Oh wow. 1-on-1, one hand catch. It's hard. It's hard seeing your superhero get beat like that. That one hand catch was crazy. That was a great play call. Mm, that was a great play call. Great play action. And then for everyone to execute and for him to get that deep in his route that quickly, the quarterback to get the ball out that fast, that was amazing. Yeah, they look like Shiloh on that play. That's another play we might have to do. I think Shiloh's underrated too, man. We talk a lot about Shador. We talk a lot about Travis Hunter. I don't think we talk about Shiloh enough. He's a beast. And it's funny from all Falcons fan. Uh, Shiloh kind of remind me of DeMarco Hellens, man. I feel like he's gonna be one of those guys that may go. I don't think he's gonna go in the seventh round by any means, but I think the other Sanders boy, he's gonna be a good player, man. He's gonna be a good player. Whoever gets his hands on him, he's gonna be good. Yeah, so that was great. So now they're throwing away from him. Looks like he's settling in. Great play. Great play. Crosser route and man coverage. That's one of the toughest routes to guard, and he guarded extremely well. It's just a good throw and a good catch. Yeah, I'm about to make sure I go back and I put the I was about to say. Yeah, see now he's starting to lock in. He's definitely starting to lock in. Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. If I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm gonna run a lot of stuff his way. I'm gonna run his way. I'm gonna throw his way. I want there to be wide receivers blocking him, touching him, just roughing him up. With him being, one of those smaller players. And as you can see, Arizona is taking right out of my playbook. We had the same mentality. Just keep attacking him. Keep attacking him. But yeah, like I said, we're just gonna jump into this one game, man. Just want to have this conversation. Um, I think it's a little too early to really do a deep, scouting report on Hunter. But as you can see, man, he's an extremely versatile player. He's extremely athletic. So that's going to put him in a lot of different opportunities. That's going to put him in a lot of positive situations. Play like that, he was kind of beat a little bit, beat by the play call, you know, wasn't necessarily beat by the route, but he was still able to recover, get into play, save a touchdown. We see a lot that he's going to be in position. He has extreme confidence in his athleticism and his IQ. You see that on both sides of the field, whether he's a defensive back or whether he's wide receiver. I mean, his confidence is just very apparent, and for all the right reasons. He's a great player with the balls in the air. He's gonna impact winning. That much is clear. I mean, we see it here. Just his IQ, his awareness, his athleticism to get back in that play and stop a touchdown. I mean, that's extremely valuable. And I fully project him to become a better overall player. You know, I just do. He's in the right situation. He has the right coaching. And I think this is a player the Falcons need to really lock in on. We need to really consider him. We have a hole at cornerback. There's an opportunity. There's a world where we don't re-sign AJ Terrell. So maybe this could be a guy that steps in for him. I mean, again, I'm biased. I'm a huge Georgia boy. I love all my boys that play for Georgia. But I definitely love all my guys that play for Collins Hill. You know, that's Travis Hunter, it's Taylor Heineke. We're talking about Maya Moore. One of the greatest basketball players ever. Had one of the greatest careers ever at UConn. Had a great career at the WNBA. So again, I know I'm a little biased. I'm a sucker for Collins Hill people, but when you turn on the tape, man, this dude's clearly different. Everybody knows it. I mean, he's on college football 25. He's on the cover. I mean, as soon as he came to Jackson State, they had their first televised spring game. He's him. He's him. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about Travis Hunter. I know we're a little early, but had to do it, man. Had to do it. So I appreciate you all for joining me. As you all know, please like, subscribe, share the video, show some love, man. Help me get into the algorithm. But also leave me a comment so I can continue to understand the audience, man. And with some things I could do better. I'm trying to get right for the NFL season, man. So, I want to treat these reps, you know, um, seriously and just get better. So I need y'all's help too. So I appreciate y'all for joining me for another Sip and Scout. Until next time, peace.